So I'm currently going to the gym twice a week. I don't know. Ooh, can't see the moon. I'm currently going to the gym twice a week, and then I work out the rest of the days at home. And then my PT said to me yesterday, because I said to him, I forget what I said to him now, but he replied saying, oh, you should get your ass down to the gym and lift more weights, more days a week, you know. And the plan is to do it anyway after Christmas. I was going to add more days to the gym. And so anyway, I said, yeah, I'm going to do that after Christmas. And anyway, under promise and over deliver. I'm off to the gym.
Taking your time, but I wish you'd hurry. Can't read the vibe like, wait till you want me. Can't see inside your mind, don't know what you're thinking, and waiting is the worst. Am I holding on to nothing? I thought we were gonna be something. I'm in a bad mood because of you. Be better if I didn't care, but can't help it, you're making me anxious. Bad mood because of you. Be better if I could be chill, but I want you to know.
Yeah, so I'm back, looks like it, and I'm about to eat dinner, and I don't know if you can hear me over the music, the water and the cooking, but I've got to do the dishes first, so that's what we're going to do now. Okay, let's go. And I hope you can hear me over the music and the water, and I promise the sound is going to get better very soon, but for now, it's just this. I had a good session at the gym, it was nice. And like I said earlier, I normally only do 2 days a week with the PT, with my personal trainer. Then I train an extra 4 to 5 days here at home. Not 5. To be fair, right, I don't really have rest days. I don't have what most people would consider to be rest days, I think anyway. Because I'm always walking, or I'm always pulling myself up on the pulley bar when I'm about in the house, or just picking a weight up. I'm always doing something, even on my rest days. But I do intense workouts at home as well, at least 3 times a week. So 5 times a week I'm doing an intense workout. Well, as intense as they can go for in the house. I mean, I can go up to like 15 kilos each dumbbell. Which, by the way, I can't curl, I don't know if I can curl 15 kilos once, but I can only get about 3 reps out of the 10 kilos at the moment. So anyway, as I was saying, I go 2 days to the gym with my personal trainer, and the rest of the days here. And it's like I was saying earlier, he messaged me saying that, he was like, you need to get your ass down to the gym more often, do you know what I mean? Just so you can lift heavier weights. And so today I just thought, fuck it, I'll go down and put a little bit of work in, you know. Like Sam Sulek says, everything's games, do you know what I mean? Even if you lift fucking 2 times, it's games. I did about an hour. I went on the treadmill for about 11 minutes, 10 minutes let's say. And, well, you've just seen in the video, you only caught my face on the treadmill, but you saw the rest of the things that I did today. It's one of those, man, you just have to push yourself every day and just keep on until you get to the point where you want to be. But I mean, don't take my word for it. Get down the gym and try it out for yourself. Yeah, but that's it. I mean, that's the thing. And he is right, you know. I've discovered, even if you're doing little bits here and there, it's all gains at the end of the day. And that's what you're seeking to do. You're seeking to gain muscle. So even if you're at home doing nothing and you see your monkey bars hanging up, fucking lift yourself up 10 times. Or you see some weights on the floor. Oh, I'm going for a piss. I've just seen the weights. Let me do a couple of curls before I fucking go for a slap. Do you know what I mean? So, anyway, enough about that. The main point of this video, dinner. And what we have on the menu tonight is chicken breast, chicken titties, and I'm going to wrap it in some bacon. And what else have I got? I think just like a little bit of a salad, maybe, with it. Because I've had quite a lot of protein today. I'm at currently about 180 grams of protein. And by the end of the night, I'll be well over 200 grams of protein for the day. So that's alright. I'm looking to hit about 200 grams a day every day. Some days I hit more, some days I hit a little bit less, but 200 is the goal for me. I think, and don't quote me on this, I could be wrong, but I think Sam Soulet is on 300 grams of protein a day, but I could be completely wrong about that. I'm aiming for about 200, but I will probably up it to like 250 at some point. Once I start being able to lift like more heavier weights and stuff like that, I'll definitely up it. So we are ready to, no we're not, that's a lie, I've gotta wash the frying pan. Too hot. Mainly because, like, I don't know if you can see guys, but I cut myself and that water was just scalding. So it was really stinging and I didn't appreciate it. With love, you know. Right, we'll wash this and we'll get cooking. Anyway, so this is it. We've got 300 grams of chicken meat. But what we want to do first is cut this bacon open. Get this out the way. Get the bacon out the way. And what you want to do really is sort of lay it out on the chopping board. I know that may sound obvious, but it's not to some people. Right. Okay, so you got your bacon laid out. You want to make sure. I don't know. I'm not keen on that sort of shit there. So I'll just nip that off in a moment. Get that turd off of there, mate. Okay, now that's gone. Right, so what we do next is this. We can give it a wrap-offski, do you know what I mean? Wrap it up in its little sleeping bag, and there you go, look at that. Look at that puppy. It's beautiful. Can't wait to get that down my gullet. Right, and we've got, I don't know if you can see that. There's a bit of like, let me get some zoomage on it. Come here. See that? Horrible, and that little nubbins there. I'll take that off. Don't want to waste too much meat though, so as close as possible. And if you're chopping shit up, yeah, I don't have to tell you, but be careful. I just did tell you, didn't I? Obviously. Anyway, go for the second wrappage, and then I think we'll have a bonus wrap. I don't know if we can chop this down the centre like that. Make sure your knife's sharp, unlike mine. Yeah. I think we've got it in here. And we'll just put a little bonus round on here. Just add that. There we are, that's fucking beautiful. Put this little bonus round on the back there. Don't be scared to leave yourself apart. So there you go. A couple of chicken tits wrapped in bacon. All I need now is a pan or a dish, whatever you would like to call it, and we'll proceed to do this. Whip that out of there, because that's going to look good for my TikTok video later, trust me. And just whack your chicken tits in there. There you are, lovely. Chicken tits wrapped in swine. Fucking beautiful. Right, so now you want to give your hands a little sprinkle, because obviously you've been touching raw chicken and raw pork. And the last thing you want to do is, you know, touch your lips or another bit of food and eat it and get SAM and Ella poisoning. Do you know what I mean? So you don't want that in your life. Right, and what we do next is a little bit of saltage. Yep. And a little bit of pepperage. And do forgive me. Today you'll notice that there's no fancy sort of music in the background. It's just sort of raw. There's my music in the background, but I haven't edited music into the clip. It's literally just playing in my kitchen right now. And a little bit of olive oil on there. Lovely. And we shall whack that in the oven. And there she goes. Bye bye. Actually, we'll straighten that up just a little bit so it's a bit more even, and I will smell you later. All we got to do now is wait for the food to be cooked and I can eat, because I'm starving. And actually, that's a point. Today, oh, my watch is in. This Fitbit, yeah, talking about you, Fitbit. Sometimes when you go to swipe the screen, if your finger's a bit cold or something, it doesn't want to do it. Anyway, I've done 38,471 steps today so far, and I've burned 4,619 calories. So I'm pretty hungry. And another thing that I wanted to talk about at dinner is the fact that I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. Which doesn't help the cause of the video. So yeah. But yeah, all this editing and recording is a lot more difficult than people make out. Or as it seems, at least. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you look at videos, you think, I could do that. And you can, by all means, you can do it. But I'm learning as I'm uploading. I'm not like a professional. You can see in my videos, I'm not professional. You can see that there's, you know, timing and mistakes and this, that and the other in certain videos. But hey, that's part of the process, part of the journey. I will be good at it. It's just a process. And I'm enjoying doing it. It's just, like I said, it's a lot of hours to put into it. And there you have it. Chicken wrapped in bacon with some tomatoes. Pardon me, I hope you can see me. So I'm just putting this podcast on so I can listen while I'm eating. Typical. I'm doing like a video and listening to a podcast. Ironic, but anyway, I've got this chicken. I don't know if you can. You can see it. Look at it. Oh. Chicken wrapped in bacon and tomatoes. Really lovely. I sat down and now I'm like super exhausted as well. How much have I burnt so far now? Fitbit doing it again. Can't scroll. Oh, there we go.
4,800 calories, 4,811 burnt, and 39,399 steps. And I feel exhausted. So, let's go. So one thing I was going to talk about actually was the calorie situation, like, because you might be looking at this and thinking, it's not a lot of food, it's just 2 bits of chicken and a bit of that, do you know what I mean? But, if we go through just a quick second, today I've eaten already 1,705 calories, okay? And by the time I add this, which is what I'm going to do now, I'll add my macros so you can see how it's done. So I've got the Nutricheck, this up. I don't know if you can see it. Nutricheck. So, yeah, and I think I am there is a little subscription for it. I forget what it is. I don't know if it's a $5 a month or something. Because otherwise you can only input like 6 items in a day, which is gash because some people have 6 items for breakfast, do you know what I mean? And then that's it. So what I do now is I'll go to dinner, let's say, which is I'm on dinner. If you can see that, dinner, boom, there, boom, dinner. And we're gonna put chicken. Type into the thing, chicken breast in oven, and obviously because this doesn't have chicken breast wrapped in bacon as an option, it just has chicken breast in the oven. So I'm going to put 300 grams, probably a little bit less after I've cut it off, but actually in reality probably not, because when me and the mother of my daughter used to go shopping, we used to find that after chopping the nasty bits off, there'd still be over 300 grams. So usually they do give a little bit more. So I'm going to put 300 grams into here anyway. And so 300 grams of chicken is 459 calories and 10.8 grams of fat. Let's add that. So that's added. And now what I want to do is go back to dinner again. And I've already got smoky bacon there because I eat it quite regularly. And I'm going to input... So the weird thing, or the annoying thing about the app, is that sometimes it will give you stuff like this. I don't know if you can see, but it will say 2 rashers or 100 grams or 50 grams. So if you haven't weighed it out, which I haven't tonight because I completely forgot to weigh out the bacon, and you're not like clever and know all the like macros off by heart, then you're stuck with either 2 rashers, which I didn't use. I used 3, so there's not that option. So I'm just going to put 4 in. So that's 4. I haven't eaten 4. So it just gives me that extra little bit of leeway in the sense that I actually haven't gone over. So what I'm trying to say is that by the end of the night, whatever my calories are, it's going to be a little bit less, essentially. God, that was hard to get out. So, yeah, 2 rashers of bacon times 2 and add to dinner. Is the light okay? Yeah, the light's okay. And now what I want to do is, it's going to be irrelevant, really, but you want to put cherry tomatoes in. And do excuse me, I've got an itch on my nose. And I'm aware that, you can just get carried away and not realise that you're talking to people and, pick your nose or something on camera, which would not be great. So, yeah. I do have an itch, though. It's genuine. And how many tomatoes do I have here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 6 tomatoes. Again, the option... Actually, there is an option for 3 tomatoes here. I don't know if you can see that. So I'll just double that up and put times 2. Because we've got 6 cut in half, which is 12 halves. And then don't forget to add your olive oil. Normally I don't add olive oil, extra virgin. 15 mils, just add that in. Just because I've never found that it's been a problem for me in regards to gaining weight or gaining fat weight. I've eaten olive oil all my life since I lived in Spain as a kid. and I'll continue to eat olive oil for the rest of my life. And to be honest with you, I'd never had it because, and I know it's quite high in calories and it's quite high in fat, but and this is another thing that I wanted to talk about after talking about the calories, is that predominantly I eat meat for the most part. Let's get stuck in. I eat meat predominantly for the most part, so I will eat 80% meat and then about 10% veg and fruit, and then 5% dairy and 5% other carbs, other, complex carbs and stuff like that. Sweet potato, excuse me. My diet consists of 80% meat, 10% fruit and veg, and then 5% dairy, and another 5% of complex carbs like sweet potato, lentils, and things like that. Although I don't have many lentils, it's mainly sweet potato. And so what I was getting at, really, with my earlier point is that I'm starving. This doesn't look like a lot. And in actual fact, for what I'm doing, bodybuilding, considering I've burnt 4,800 calories, I've already had 1,700. So now that I've put the macros in, my total for the day is 2,461 calories, 113.6 grams of fat. I've got 102.1 grams of carb, and I'm at 264.4 grams of protein for the day. So I would say that all in all, that's a pretty good amount of protein, but probably not enough calories for what I've burnt and for what I want to achieve in regards to building muscle. But I think you have to take it with a pinch of salt, because I think instead of looking at it as a daily thing, you want to look at it more as a weekly thing. So as long as you're getting enough calories in overall during the week, and I might be wrong, but I figure that if you get all the calories in that you're meant to during the week, and what I mean by that is like, if you're meant to be in 3,000 calories every single day, if one day you eat 2.5 by accident, the next day you eat 3.5 or 4. Do you know what I mean? So as long as you're catching up overall, then you're good. And then equally, on the other hand, if you wanted to lose weight, doing what I'm doing today exactly would be the ideal thing, but every day. So be in a deficit. And a deficit like mine today, what am I in? You see if I can work it out really quickly, which might be difficult. 2,461, let's say 2,500. I've burnt, it's close to, what is it? Oh, I can't get this bloody thing to work. 4,800. Let's say I've burnt nearly 5,000. By the end of the night, I would have burnt 5,000 for sure. So that's a 2,500 deficit. If you did that every day, I mean, I don't know how long you'd keep it up for, but if you had a 2,500 calorie deficit every day, I mean, you'd lose a lot of weight very quickly. I was having probably like 1,500 to 2,000 deficit every day to lose that weight. So if you're doing 2.5 every day, madre mia, you're going to lose tons and tons of weight. So yeah, so that was it. I just wanted to touch a little bit on carbs, not carbs, fucking hell. Touch a little bit on calories and sort of what I'm eating, just loads of protein for what I'm doing. And generally speaking, if you're losing weight, you want to eat protein as well. A fair amount of it. Lean protein if you want to lose weight, so chicken, turkey, just stuff that doesn't have a lot of fat with it. And then salads and veg. I'm not a nutritionist, so I can't recommend anything. All I can say is what's worked for me. And that's the other thing, is that each person's body is completely different. So, what works for me might not work for you. And it seems like I'm taking a long time to eat this, but because I'm talking to you and sort of like, taking little bites here and there, it's taken ages. But I'm fine with that, because usually I wolf it down and then I've got bellyache. So eating it slow is actually probably the way to go. Making videos while I eat so I don't get bellyache. I've got a TikTok account and I upload more to there. I am going to be more consistent with YouTube as well, but imagine you go to the gym every day, like keep it on top of that, you know, it's a lot to focus on mentally, and you might think to yourself, oh, it's just going to the gym, but actually if you're changing your body and your physique, you need to have the consistency, so it's mentally draining. Then you've got filming, which takes ages as well, you know, especially when you're doing it for like TikTok, because you would think that it would take longer to do a YouTube video, but I think it takes longer to do a TikTok video because there's more production that goes into it, like when you're editing, and also when you're recording, you have to take loads of different shots because you fuck up so many times because like most TikTok videos are quite like fast paced, and it's like lots of cuts, lots of edits, and do you know what I mean? Lots of in your face. So trying to keep up with all of that, and then uploading to Instagram as well, and to Facebook, and to TikTok, and to YouTube every day, plus doing everything else. You know, plus it's Christmas, and you know, I can throw loads of excuses in the bag as to why I'm not uploading videos on YouTube every single day. But hopefully when, like, the more I do this, the more experienced I'll become, the quicker I'll be able to edit, the quicker I'll be able to film. Right now, that's another thing. I'm learning everything as I'm going. So I got a lot on my plate, literally. Well, as you know, I'm on this self-discovery journey, and one thing I've discovered about myself is that keep busy. Because, you know, it's sitting down doing nothing is just so soul destroying. It's there. So, and I think like some of you might be thinking, fuck me, that is actually quite a lot, you know, doing the videos, you know, all the channels, keeping up with posting and editing and recording and doing the weight loss journey, remembering to take all your vitamins and your shakes and your creatine and eating the right amount of food and writing out plans for videos, tons of different, keeping up with other life things like appointments and etc. But that's what I like. I've discovered about myself that that's what I like. I like to be busy to the point that, you know, I'm sleeping 4 hours at the moment every single day. 4. I'm lucky if I get 5. Last night I got 5, I was lucky. But I'm sleeping about 4.25 hours every single night. And every single day, I feel energized. I feel great the whole day. Obviously, for the first 45 minutes, an hour, I'm groggy, but I think that's everybody, isn't it? Generally speaking. But even with 4 hours sleep, I'm functioning right now like a steam engine. Do you know what I mean? And it's absolutely ridiculous, to be honest. But it's good because I'm being productive, I'm being creative, and it just generally keeps me busy. Do you know what I mean? So I'm okay with it. They do say that you need more sleep for muscle building. Sleep's important. And I guess it's generally important for everything in life. I mean, for mental dexterity, etc. I mean, you can see my face, I'm like really tired. But it's a good tired, it's not like a bad tired. It's a tired that feels rewarding. Do you know, I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but when you sit around loafing about the house doing fuck all, yeah, and you go to bed at night, and you've been doing, by the way, and you've been doing this for a while, it's almost like when you get into bed, because you've been sitting down all day doing fuck all, it's like, I don't even want to be in bed, do you know what I mean? Like, and then you sleep bad, or it's that's more exhausting. The fact that I'm shattered now is due to so many positive things that I go to bed and I sleep like a baby, and then the next day I repeat again. And I think that's the key thing, is just to keep up with it every single day and don't let yourself sort of like slip up. And if you do, just get back on the train. Do you know what I mean? Go ahead and check out my videos on TikTok, because I do upload quite a few there. It's just that, like I said earlier, even though YouTube's easier in a way to upload to, because there's less cuts and less edits, Depends what videos you're doing. I mean, for the videos that I'm doing right now, sort of interacting with you guys, there's not going to be many cuts or many edits. And I'm not going to add much music. There might be one or two clips of music here and there, which I said I wasn't going to do at the beginning of the video when I was going to cook my dinner. But I might add a little few here and there just to sparkle it up a tiny touch. But generally speaking, I do like this interaction kind of thing because it feels more down to earth and more like, you know, a bit less formal. And I just spat at you. And that's exactly my point. We're humans. I just spat at you on camera.
Oh.
That speaker woman always talks to me. So I think for this type of video, for the YouTube videos, the more down-to-earth, spit-in-your-face type of video, that's kind of the approach that I want to take with the YouTube videos. A bit more like talking and just a bit more chill. Whereas the TikTok videos are a bit more fast-paced and shorter. Do you know what I mean? Like a minute, 30 seconds, 10 seconds. And it's a bit different. But this, I like the informality of it. So, anyway, I think that's enough for this video, and I shall see you guys in the next one.